watching Spider-Man Far From Home.
Far from home. My son was watching that today. We are live, everybody. Live to talk about Championship Sunday.
Hello there.
I don't know why I wrote weekend there. Who's in charge of this stuff? Jeez. I am
change my name.
Steve.
I've got to change my name from wrestling.
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
want to roll with it?
I am Hugh. Can't see me.
Hugh
like
Morris. Is that funny? What? All right. No, what is happening right now? No producer. Jeez. All right. I am Steve. I got in the KF. Oh, you see what you did? You made me do that.
Yeah, Steve almost said KFC.
You did that to me.
That's
In
great.
the KC hat. Mr. Ed Camus. What's up, buddy?
What is going on, man? Got to support the wifey's team, man. That's where we're at right now.
Yeah. Happy wife, happy life. That's all it is. Timmy joining me with the New York Football Giants hat on right down there.
Yeah, I got my hat off. That's all. That's why I wanted to wear it today.
Late is Dave, Hollywood Dave. So we're gonna get him in the kangaroo court or something like that. As I'm gonna go silent here, guys. You guys, we had a little topic of conversation right before we went live. Hey, Donnie Schmidt, what's up, buddy?
Donnie,
Welcome.
Donnie.
I'm gonna share out this bad boy, and you guys do your thing.
Donnie, are you from Boston? That sounds like a Boston name to me. Donnie,
Right?
Donnie Schmidt.
Donnie.
I like it though. No, Ed, you know what we should do?
What do you got?
How are we not taking advantage of this? By the way, your wife's team is in the Super Bowl. My wife's team is in the Super Bowl. We should make them bet.
Not
But-
Super Bowl.
Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. If they make the Super Bowl,
Did you
we'll
just
talk
jinx
about it.
both of them?
I jinxed both of them. Damn you! Let's just say.
Go
Let's
for
just
it.
say it happened. No, but for this game, though, I mean, for this
Yeah.
game,
AFC
we made each
champion.
other AFC champion. That's what I meant. How are we not taking advantage? We should take advantage. We should have them bet each other some kind of food product that we both enjoy.
I like it.
So either way, we win.
I like it. I like
Let them
it.
let them battle it out for our favorite snacks.
Uh-huh. So you know where I'm going with this. The Swedish meatballs.
They
Oh,
he
I'm
wants Swedish
so
meatballs. What do you think we want from Ange then?
Ribs.
The ribs?
You want her to
she
make
make-
the ribs?
It's shitty style ribs, no?
Does she make ribs though? I
I
don't know
mean,
if she makes it.
we can get you John Brown. We can get you John Brown Smokehouse ribs.
We could do that. We could do that friendly bet. Of course, we have to ask them if we could do it. But yeah, I think that's what we should do.
See, I can do that though. I don't have to ask her because I know I'm the one who's got to drive to Long Island City and go pick it up. So I can do that. Stan would have to actually cook the Swedish meatballs.
We'll do it. That it's a bet then. We'll make a friendly wager on behalf of our wives.
All right. Okay,
Ribs versus meatballs.
that's it. I think it's on. I think it's on.
Oh, Donnie's from Syracuse. That's all right, Donnie. I just like that name. You sound like an undercover cop from Boston, though. Detective Donnie Schmidt. I love it.
Donnie.
Ooh, I
It's
can't
like
wait now.
it's right out of Ted.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So Sunday I'm going to be screaming ribs, you know, stuff like that.
that's it. And I'm going to be screaming about meatballs. I'm not going to even tell her. I won't even tell her about the third game.
Every time she'll go, meatballs!
That's it. She'll be screaming, that's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to be like, meatballs!
Don't ever explain it either.
No,
That's the,
not
that's the
until it's
best
over.
part.
Yeah. And if Steve drops by, then forget it. You know it'll piss him off. He'll just get really mad. And then I'll never tell him.
That'd be great. That's even better. Don't ever tell him why.
No, ever. That's
Ever.
it.
I'll just be so aggravated the whole time.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh, Steve.
All right.
Come on, boss. Let's go.
All
here.
right. I'm in so many groups that we share this stuff out to. It takes me
Let's
forever. All right.
talk about KFC in Buffalo.
KFC.
KFC,
Donnie,
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Donnie, we got you covered, man. Me, the wife, and 3 kids all tested positive for COVID.
Oh,
We wish you well, Donnie.
Wow,
Stay
yeah,
stay
that's way
inside.
Better, man. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Get better.
Head
Yeah, I
head
really
over
fuck-
to follow us on YouTube. All of our shows are there in sequential order, so you can just binge watch us.
Yeah.
You can see how right we've been about this NFL stuff, or how wrong we've been about this NFL stuff. All right, like I said, we'll probably get Dave at some point. maybe.
Maybe.
But Keith is not here. But I do want to do the readout for Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters from their roastery to your front door. Let me grab this. Only the finest beans are roasted, hand selected by my boy Chris up in Palm Beach County. He's up 3 o'clock in the morning making the coffee for you. Yeah, remember you got to make the donuts. Time to make the donuts. Time to make the coffee for this guy.
Yeah.
Yes, ton of different flavors. If you're not into flavors, they have the medium roast, just plain old, no flavored coffee. My favorite is absolutely dark roast, dark chocolate. It is fantastic. Then you got some of the Jack Up Cupcake. You got some of the ones that have added caffeine, as if some of us really need it. And all available and roasted to order, BrooklynWaterCoffeeRoasters.com. And if you head there now, or as like Keith says, yesterday, today, tomorrow, next week, Pop Culture Pros is the code, all capital letters. You'll buy 2, get 1 free. So you can get a couple of flavors and then, test one out. So head over there today and get that going for yourself. Great gift. It's a little bit late for a belated Christmas gift, but, everyday gift. Just hand out coffee. You get a coffee, you get a coffee, you get a coffee. All right, Donnie, before you get into playoff games, I did want to mention that to start this bad boy out. But yeah, Dwayne Haskins signs with the Steelers today.
No.
If there's any organization that can turn a quarterback around,
That would be the Patriots.
Yeah, right.
So what do you guys think about this? Haskins, he actually made his debut against us, right? Mid game, at some point, and then this year he was awful to the tune of getting cut as the first round pick. So what do you guys think about this guy heading over to Pittsburgh?
Don't forget he got benched twice, then cut.
Yep.
And got cut before the season. Cut with a game to go. That's rough.
A big game.
That's real rough. Yeah, exactly. The biggest game of the year, and he gets cut. That just proves he's probably. I just think it's immaturity. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't impressed with him at all coming out of college. He's the one who said the Giants are going to regret not drafting him. I don't think so. I don't think we regret that one freaking second. Can he be a good quarterback? I don't know. But from what I've heard, seen everybody said, it's a maturity level. He's just super immature. He wasn't ready for the NFL. He probably should have stayed in college 5 more years if he could have do something with his life. Because right now, they said he was just a horrible, horrible teammate. He was horrible in the locker room. Can the Steelers turn him around? He's not going to be Roethlisberger's replacement. So if he's there for a number 2 or number 3, sure, that's fine. But he ain't replacing Big Ben. That's for damn sure.
Where do you get off as a rookie not being a good teammate, not being good in the locker room? Like you've done nothing. So
yeah.
What do you think, Ed?
Well, I think Tim touched on it perfectly. It's probably just immaturity. That's kind of probably what his enemy was. I mean, I would like to see the kid. I don't want to see anyone fail who gets drafted in the NFL, but hey, listen, I hope you guys all work out. The Steelers, though, maybe he can learn something from Ben. Maybe he does. I don't think he's going to be the next franchise guy, but I guess they're taking a flyer on him, and they can see what happens. On the field, I haven't seen anything that's impressive at all from the limited times I've seen him play. So we'll see what happens. Maybe he'll be the next Mike Tomczak or something like that. It'll just be like a career backup. Hang out in Pittsburgh. I don't know.
That's a hell of a name to bring up, man.
Enjoy that one.
A blast for the past. What's up, Dave?
Quarterback.
What's up, gentlemen?
Dave, so we started off by talking about Dwayne Haskins signing with the Steelers today.
I don't know how he got a job.
Right? That's what's going on, man. What do you think about it?
Like I said, I don't know how he has a job. Everything that I've heard about Dwayne Haskins, nothing has been good. First, it was that he couldn't earn the playbook. Then it was, he doesn't look good on the field either. And then you have him, going out and partying and basically getting released from the team. Like, what? who wants it? Why? What has he done to prove himself that okay, yeah, let's go ahead and take the chance on this guy? Like, I don't know. It's
The part
mind-boggling.
that see you bring up a good point there that he's and Tim you also hit it on it too. Not good in the locker room. He's breaking all these COVID rules, all the shenanigans, and you would think a team like the Steelers, the Giants, those type of teams, the Packers would not. Those would be the last teams that would take a flyer on a guy like that with all these character
like it's
issues.
different. Like it's different with like a James Harden, who he's an MVP.
Oh, yeah.
I would take a chance on James Harden any day, but Dwayne Haskins, nothing of his has been good to be like, yeah, okay, he shows potential. No,
nothing.
But the guy got cut the day of the week of a playoff game that they desperately needed to win, and they needed a quarterback to do it. That's like cutting not your star pitcher, but it's like cutting a pitcher game 7, like one of your relievers that you desperately need. Now let's cut him game 7 of the World Series just because he's that bad of a person. There's definitely something wrong there. I don't know. The Steelers are usually better than that, but maybe they see something we don't see. That's why we're here and they're there. That's why they have millions of dollars and we don't. Who knows? But I see
like
nothing
going to get cut.
About the guy. He might. He might.
Yeah, that's what I feel like is going to happen here. All right. So that's out. A couple of teams got new coaches today. We're not going to dive into that too much. I do want to get to some of the games from last week and then dive into Championship Sunday. The Eagles and the Lions both get new head coaches. And I like the way the Lions head coach. It's just bad dad jokes all around. He was quoting Big Lebowski. He said, "We're gonna scratch and claw." I mean, the Lions. Come on, guys. What are you doing?
That's right. That's right.
All right, so let's get to some of last week's action first, and then we'll jump into this week. Just to say a few things here. Keith and Align both go 4-0, perfect. Last weekend they had it all right. 3-1 for myself, 3-1 for Tim because we changed his mind on the States. And you know what? It was funny because I was going to send you. I didn't bet the game. I almost went with the Bucks money wise, and I was going to send it to you, and you could be like, "What? You changed my mind and you put your money on this team." Rodriguez goes 3-1. Kyle goes 3-1. Bert goes 3-1. Ed 3-1. Eric 3-1. Joe 3-1. And then we have Dave.
You're right, Jader. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
These sons of bitches with their logic points.
Sorry,
It turned out to be very logical. And then we have Dave. Dave goes 1-3 because he placed his
his faith on yeast. Remember the yeast?
Yeah, still the yeast was rising.
Talking about the yeast.
It was rising.
It got uncovered, and it. You know what happens when you uncover yeast? It just collapses. All right, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second. Yeah. All right, so Packers Rams. No surprise here. We all went. The entire staff went with the Packers. Nobody went with the Rams here. And then Aaron Donald goes out. And that's it. that really the only hope we spoke about last week. The only hope was the pass rush attempting to shake Aaron Rodgers up a bit, but clearly that didn't happen. Then you lose Donald, who in tears at the end of the game because he couldn't get back out there. So any takeaways from this game other than Rodgers is fucking phenomenal?
Dude, Rodgers is on a mission. I know Keith keeps talking about Brady. Brady's on a mission. Brady's trying to do this. Dude, Aaron Rodgers is a laser. That dude is focused, and he's got the defense believing they're the greatest defense in the world. Because that defense is playing. I know they were suspect pretty much all year, but they played absolutely phenomenal also. He's got them believing. So as of right now, this second, I got the Packers winning it all just because of Aaron Rodgers laser. That dude is out of control. So
Laser.
that's how I saw it.
Fire the laser.
Freaking laser on Tom.
You and Jade are having the same thought at the same time. There
That's
it is.
right.
Great minds think alike.
Anybody else with any comments on that game?
I mean, the better team just ran away with it easily. I mean, that's kind of what we all thought, if I remember right?
Yeah, for
Pretty much
sure. It was an
ass-whooping.
easy co. Yeah. What was it? What was the line? Like 6.5? I mean, they blew past that. It was somewhere in that range. So,
Yeah.
but that's Vegas.
I feel
you.
bad for
All right.
Jared Goff too. He tried to play with a broken thumb, a surgically repaired
did.
thumb. I feel
Yeah,
bad
he
for him. He had to
didn't
go
look
out
too
there and play like that. Not too bad. Then you just need a couple more weapons on offense, and they'll be all right.
Yeah,
And they can
Cooper
stop
Kupp
falling-
not 100%. Cup talked
Yeah.
today that he wants to try and do some work in the offseason to better prepare himself for next year and become a more complete player, more all around player. The defense is there. I mean, the defense was there most of the season. I mean, but when you go up against a guy like Rodgers, and you don't have your star defensive player, it gets rough.
Yeah.
All right. Next game on Saturday was the Buffalo Bills, 17. The Ravens offense, which was clicking, and what was the main thing that we said that the Bills needed to stop was the run game,
Yep.
and that includes Lamar Jackson, and that is it. Who would have thought that the Ravens were going to put up 3 points? Who did you?
I don't know.
I thought it was going to be a
Timmy
high
had
scoring
it.
game. I thought it was going to be
I
high.
thought so too. Wasn't the over under was like either high 40s, low 50s
Yeah, it was. 'cause
for that game.
yeah.
So, geez, and this year, the over was far and away the winner this year with the offenses the way they were, and so sorry if anybody picked over on this game. So
This guy.
oh, you did. Sorry.
It's rough.
So Timmy, you are married to the Bills Mafia. So what was it like? Take us through the day. How
Well, I
was
told
it
you right.
prepared
We
for?
were getting into that. Yeah, we were getting into that. So they're new. They're new to this playoff experience. They're new to this to what it feels like. And it's like I said, my wife was pacing all day, didn't know what to do with herself. I was like, take a nap, don't take a nap, watch a movie. I don't know. We had a couple people over too, which was great. We had a couple of the in-laws, all Bills fans. It was fun to watch. But yeah, man, they played outstanding defense. I mean, it was out of control. I mean, Josh Allen didn't have to be perfect, but he still played almost perfect. He did what he had to do to win. And Lamar Jackson looked like, I don't know. He looked like crap. That's the way. You keep him in the pocket. Exactly what we said he had to do. Keep him in the pocket. Don't let him run. Don't let him throw. They did a great job at that. And then they knocked him out of the freaking game. So that was the end of that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they played fantastic. I mean, I picked them to win last week, but it was like, I thought it was going to be like a squeaker. Really did. 21-20.
Oh, yeah.
Something along those lines. I didn't expect a complete shutdown like the way they did. But yeah, they played outstanding.
I think one of my buddies always posting predictions and whatnot, and he had 20. I took the points on this one, and it was like a 2.5 point spread. And he said 21-20 Bills. I was like, can we make it 24-21 Bills just so we can cover here and I could make some money on this?
And not many people, not many of the experts picked the Bills, which I was shocked at. A lot of them picked. I would say 90% picked the Ravens, maybe even more. All the experts on Fox, CBS, and they all picked the freaking Ravens to win. I was like, wow.
We are the experts.
We know more than them.
Well,
except for Dave.
Dave went with the
lost.
Ravens.
I wanted to pick
Dave
the Bills, and I wanted to pick the Bills, and you guys made me go with my original pick from back at the beginning of the year with the
I didn't
Ravens.
make- I didn't make you do anything.
I said it. I said I know I picked it, but I want to go Bills. And you're like, oh, you can't.
That was probably me, right?
Now,
yeah, I think Frosty.
That was me. That's my bad. I mean, go with your
Don't even say it in front of him. Don't even say it in front of him.
Well, that's interesting coming because, like I said, I am almost positive I picked Packers Chiefs at the beginning of the year. I'm almost positive that's who I picked to go to the Super Bowl this year, and this is the first time ever I've come this close to it actually happening. So it's shocking. So I'm going to stick with my picks, whether I get beat up for it or not. I'm sticking with my pick. So we'll see.
So so I'm wondering, is this person a Chiefs fan?
No, that's Eric. That's Eric from upstate. He's another deposit resident, and he is a Bills fan.
Oh, okay.
He is a Bills fan.
All right, because the only 10% intelligent life, I felt like he was building on the mafia thing, you know.
No, he's talking about when
Okay.
I said 90% picked the Ravens. He said only 10% intelligent life.
Okay.
No.
I got you. All right. So there we had half of the matchups for Championship Sunday done, and this one gave me a heart attack. Gave everybody a heart attack. Chiefs beat the Browns 22-17. One of the most awkward hits on Pat Mahomes, and it was just the way that he got up. He just started stumbling, falling down, and it's like, all right, he slammed his head. Then on the replay, it's like, he didn't hit his head. What the hell happened? So then the reports kind of came through. Was it severe whiplash? What caused the concussion? That's what it seemed like, because the guy the tackle was just like some type of MMA
They got choked out.
takedown.
They got choked out.
It was so weird. But we'll head up right next door here to Ed, because obviously by the hat that you're wearing, the wife is a Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
Walk us through the day, and then what was the reaction when Mahomes tried to stand up and couldn't?
So so the quick walk through the day was we seem to have, whenever there's like a big Chiefs game, or including playoff games that are Monday night or Sunday night, we go to a local place that's owned by a resident of KC who's moved here. It's John Brown Smokehouse in Long Island City.
Not KFC, right?
No, not KFC.
Not KFC, okay.
We did not go to KFC. we thought about it, but then we're like, no, maybe not. So it's like authentic Kansas City barbecue here in New York. So we roll with that, and that place is like, they do Chiefs watch parties. Former players do guest bartending and stuff like that. So it's like a big deal over there. So we kind of go there. We get the KC's burn ends and ribs, mac and cheese and fries and all of that, and we bring it home. We set it up. I know, like getting hungry thinking about it already.
I'm starving right now.
And I sent you guys the picture of the front of the house with the KC Wolf inflatable.
Awesome.
She's got the flag. She's all in, man. So
you know what we got to do is, because Tim's outside of the house, is decorated. You're outside of the house is decorated, so we need to do just have a picture. This side is the Bills' house. This side is the Chiefs' house, and just toss it up on the site.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm all in with it.
We'll do.
So then we kind of just did the same thing. She's just getting used to this whole thing in the last couple of years of the playoff thing too, like similar to what Tim was talking about with his wife. But she's had some experience with it now. So we do a little, like, she's setting up the house, everything, running to John Brown and everything. And so we're trying not to watch pregame stuff. And then that's it. We 5 minutes before watch some pregame. We go in, and then I get text from Tim. Is your CBS out? And I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. So it's not my box, because I rebooted the box 3 times. That didn't work. And then I jumped on Twitter, and I saw there was like NFL. If you log into their website, you could use their app and use it. So I downloaded the NFL app on the phone.
Oh my god!
Rushed, went through that whole thing, and got it on there because I'm getting looks from my wife, like, what the hell's going on here? You need to do something quick. And so I'm rushing around, but thankfully we got it up there on the app, and everything was cool. So pretty much a collective brick was shit in the house when Mahomes went down. That's essentially what happened, and looked like he got DDT'd or something. And so then it was just literally on the edge of the couch, watching the game for the rest of it, just hoping they could survive it. And then Andy Reid shows brass, golden, massive balls by calling that play on 4th down to secure it. Because I even told them, like, they're probably not going to run a play. They're going to punt, and then you're going to actually have to rely on the defense to win. Good luck. And no, they went with the
if you haven't heard the Romo call of that, find it on YouTube. Find it somewhere, because it's a great. I love Romo as an announcer. I clearly hated him as a player, but Romo as an announcer is great, and his call on that, he's generally on point. But They're not playing. They're not running a play. There's no way. They're not. Oh my God, he hiked it.
Well,
Henny,
well, the play before that, though, when Henny ran for that big third down, right on third down, it was like third and long. And he took off and ran, and he screamed. Romo screaming, "He's got the first down!" Blah blah, this and that. And then Manson's kind of like trying to scale him back, like maybe he did, and maybe he didn't. And then he corrected himself, which I thought was pretty funny. That he at least was like, "Oh yeah, I screwed up, but whatever. I'm gonna have fun with it."
yes.
So then I think the game and the feeling in this house is more relief and survival than joy of winning the game. So now for the week, it's been staring at SportsCenter to see if Mahomes, how he's doing in the protocol, and we're just staring at it to find out what the hell's going to happen. So, yeah. That's
So
kind of
Raul, a little nugget of information. He said when CBS was off the air, he was able to see the first part on ESPN Deportes.
ESPN Deportes.
nice.
You don't mind a little bit of Spanish announcing at the forefront of that? There it is.
By the way, one thing I forgot to mention was Sam, my wife, and my brother-in-law doing shots when things started getting interesting. Justin Tucker missed a field goal. Shot.
Oh my
Justin
God!
Tucker missed a second field goal, which never happens.
Yeah.
Shot. And then it was like commercial. Shot.
No beats this time.
Here we go. So I was like, okay. Well, you know what? I said this is once in a lifetime. This is once in 25 years. I said, go ahead. Get fucking hammered. I don't. Then it was a shot for anything. Anything that was happening on the field, they were taking shots. I was like, all right, whatever.
At least the game was on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fun Saturday night in the Tabala house.
I felt like we were gonna get video, like live footage at the beach at midnight on Saturday night. All right. So Dave, you got some splaining to do.
Tell us
Talk
about
to
the
us.
East.
Man,
Yeast, baby.
Tell us
Yeast.
about the East and how it rolls.
I told you, be careful. It could turn into an infection.
It's true.
you got
He didn't play bad though. He didn't play bad, Baker.
he
No,
played
really
great. He
Yeah.
played great, and I truly believe
Threw a
had they
pick.
gotten the ball back, they
Big
would have
one.
won that game.
He could have thrown another pick, but no. Either way,
Dave, I'm not going to disagree with you. Actually, that's why we were hoping that he didn't get the ball back again because not a good feeling.
And then he really
Well,
you think about, man,
wait.
that touchdown that this guy fumbled into the end zone, like that was a game changer right there on its own. Like you go back and you look at that one play, and you're like, right there, you had the game. You didn't even need that drive. Now you have Henny. You have Henny. Henny needs to beat you, and I doubt he would have beat them.
So, all right. So, there's a couple of things around that. First, on a personal note, and I think I told at least you, Tim, Saturday night. So this was a Sunday game. So Saturday night, I'm looking through, after a couple whiskeys and whatnot. I'm looking through the bets, seeing what I can grab onto there. And Baker Mayfield was it was a negative half for touch or interceptions. I was like, he's good for a pick. He's gonna throw a pick. So confidently make my bet. Boom, submit, done, easy money. So I'm like every pass, pick, okay. I walk out of the room. I come back. I missed it. I didn't see the pick. I had no idea. So I'm like rooting for an interception. And then I hear them say, the pick was the one bad throw. I was like, pick. So I look down. I'm like going on. Maybe I had a half too much whiskey, but I bet the under on it.
Wow.
So I bet that he wasn't gonna throw a pick, and I'm rooting the whole game for a pick.
Damn.
All right. So the big controversy, besides the whole Pat Mahomes thing, was the fumble, like what you mentioned, Dave, the fumble out of bounds, which is a touchback. Now that got it started for the umpteenth time. The conversation of, is it a stupid rule? Is it knee jerk because it happened in this situation? Is it the same conversation that we would have if it was a Week 7 matchup between the Jets and the Browns, or the Jets and Jacksonville? So what are you guys' opinion on this? I mean, what do you guys think?
I mean, it's not the best rule. I mean, honestly, it is a bit of a quirky rule, but I mean, you can't just go ahead and carelessly like mishandle the football like that on that. And that's pretty much what I think that whole thing is, because then you're gonna open yourself up to like insanity. Guys could just extend it and throw it in or whatever the
And
hell
throw it
is,
in.
no penalty. So,
So,
I mean, I
but
guess,
and that's the thing. I don't know if you guys have heard anything, but all I hear is the complaints about it. But I don't hear what should really happen if if they do away with it, or they say, okay, if you fumble out of the end zone, it's now marked at the half-yard line or whatever.
Mhm.
Then just like you said, guys could just extend out with one hand, squeeze the ball, let it pop out, and go into the end zone. So, I mean, what do you do if you change the rule? What are you changing it to? Timmy, what do you think about it?
I think it's fine the way it is. Like you said, something has to be done. And what else could you possibly do? You can't reward the team for fumbling. You can't reward that for happening. Something has to be done. So I'm actually okay with the way it is. I mean, it sucks when it happens to you,
Of course.
but other than that, I mean, what are you going to do? I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
Dave's totally against it. Look at him. He hates it.
I don't think it's fair that you automatically give the other team the ball like as a touchback. If anything, I feel like you keep possession, but you have to go all the way back to the 25-yard line. I don't think
Or
it
a
should just
kickoff?
automatic. Yeah, like a kickoff. I don't think
A
it should
do-over?
automatically just.
Can't have it.
I wouldn't say a do-over. Because a
Well,
do-over would be like,
are you
if
saying
I'm
kick
on
it back to the
10-yard
other
line.
team, though?
Yeah, do something like that, or like I said, put it on the 25-yard line, and then you
Oh,
start
just-
off from there,
okay.
like your own 25-yard line. I don't think that just turning over like no one touched it. Yeah, it went out of bounds, but like it's so different. If it goes out of bounds on the side, you still get the ball as long as the defense touches the ball. So why is it that if it goes that way, the defense gets the ball?
Yeah,
So,
I mean, it's something that's certainly going to continue. The discussion is going to continue. Raul's jumping in here. The rule is in the book, but it's quirky. But the helmet-to-helmet penalties should be looked
That
at.
was the next thing I was gonna say. You should be able to also look at that again, because that was a clear helmet to helmet.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
that
yeah.
should be something you should be able to look at, like review over when they reviewed everything else.
But in the moment, it was like, oh, by the way, because nobody caught that live when it happened. None of us, I mean, real time saw that. But then it was like, oh, it's out of. Oh crap! They hit us. Helmet to helmet. Call it. No, but you can't. you know.
Yeah, but you don't
but
want,
quite.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, but you don't want you don't want to be like college football, where then all of a sudden you're reviewing every single play and seeing every single little thing that's missed, and then the games are 3 hours as it is, then it goes on to 4, and who the hell knows? Like college football games take forever. They really do, and you don't want the NFL to start going that route then.
Yeah. All right. All right. Last matchup of the weekend was the Old Man Bowl. Bucks beat the Saints 30-20. Saints took the early lead, but that was it. So twofold here. Takeaways from this game. Number one, and I know with sports and anything these days, everything's all about the dramatics. So the talk was leading up to the game was Breeze. This is gonna be his last game. And then he's walking down to the tunnel, and right before he turns around, and everybody's like, oh, he took his last look into the Superdome, and this is it, and that's all. And who's gonna replace him? Are they gonna trust Winston? What are they gonna do? So now the dramatics of the week, a lot of the conversation was surrounding that. So Dave, we'll start with you on this one. Any takeaways, and do you think that's it for Breeze?
So first takeaway is, I don't care how you feel about this, Timmy. Brady's the GOAT. Breeze is also a badass. Just looking at today what they were saying, all the injuries he went through this 1 year, and he still toughed it out. Like
He had 11 broken ribs. Holy shit!
Yeah, that was insane. Like, I'm saying every little injury, and he still went out there and played. Like, man, he's a badass. You can say what he want. He didn't get the MVP. He's still all time. Do I think it's his last game? I want to say yeah. I saw that there was a video that I saw that it kind of looked like he goes over to Winston and he's like, basically like, "Hey, this is gonna be yours now." So I think that might be it for Brees. It was a great career. It was a good run, but it's time to ride off into the sunset. He hasn't been able to go through a whole year. What, the last like 2-3 years? He's been hurt.
It's been rough. Yeah, injuries have been rough. All right, Timmy, what do you think?
Yeah, it was depressing. It was depressing to watch Drew Brees play. Actually, he looked terrible. He looked his age, and his age. By his age, I mean his football age. Because I mean, he's not really old. He's just football old.
No.
But let's not give Brady all the goddamn credit, please. 3 touchdowns
Not for that game.
off 3 turnovers. You take now. There's no guarantee they were going to score. So this could have been a 20-9 game. Take away those turnovers. We don't know. We'll never know. So I'm not giving him his GOAT credit for this goddamn game because he didn't do shit to me. But yeah, it was depressing to watch. And I'll say it again. Brady doesn't look comfortable. I don't know what the word is. He doesn't look. Maybe it's just the uniform throws me off. I don't know what it is. He just doesn't look like he's into it. He doesn't look like he's into it. He doesn't look like he gives a shit. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. But he doesn't seem like whatever. I mean, maybe now he will be. But now he's going to meet Aaron Rodgers in the cold field of Lambeau Field, and he's going to get his ass whooped. Hopefully, I'm praying. But yeah, I wasn't impressed with Brady either. I really was. I know he threw for 2 and ran for 1, but all 3 off turnovers. Take away those turnovers, they might not have scored. We don't know. We'll never know.
Yeah,
I'm tired. By the way, Dave, I'm just tired of the word "goat." I can't stand the word anymore. I can't take the word anymore. I want to put the goat.
Oh my God.
I want to put the GOAT in 2020s and like triggered. Put that in the box. Sing space. Put that in a box. Put all these words in a box and just
Canceled.
fucking get rid of all of them. I can't take these words anymore. They're driving me crazy. So yeah, whatever.
100% right.
He's the BOAT now. He's the BOAT. He's the best of all time.
See, you see what he's doing there?
Oh boy!
By the boat. I'm on a boat, bitch.
Ed, whatever.
Ed, your thoughts?
I do think it's Brees. I think that's his last game. I think he is hanging it up. I saw the same video that Dave saw about looking like he was kind of like handing the keys over to Winston. So I think that's pretty much that.
He had tears in his eyes.
Yeah,
it sucked. I was like, this is depressing.
Yeah, no, it sucked to watch that because it's true. Like all the greats when they retire, you hate to see him go out, especially like that because he did look like crap. I'm going to give the Bucs defense a lot of credit on that because it was a defensive battle. Both defenses were playing well. Brees did look like crap. I'm going to give Brady a little bit more, a little bit more on his side for that because I think he cashed in when he had to. I mean, he did. And I'm not saying he played otherworldly. He wasn't Rodgers. He wasn't Mahomes or anything like that. It wasn't even like Josh Allen, but he did what he had to do. And, he got him in there and they could have had – I honestly think they could have had more. And there was a drop pass in the end zone that should have been. I know they reviewed it. Was it? I can't remember which receiver it was that dropped the pass in the end zone. It was like over the middle.
I think it was.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, right. It wasn't. It wasn't AB.
No.
Was it? No.
Godwin.
It was Godwin, right? Yeah.
Godwin had a couple. Yeah, it was definitely Godwin. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to look at it that way, maybe they could have even had more or whatever. But listen, he played good enough to win. His team's there. He's doing what he's got to do. I don't think he's the GOAT either. I think he's in the conversation. But
the Godwin one was the one where he dropped it out of the end zone already, right? So
where it looked like he may have retained
the football move.
Yeah, exactly. Which drives me nuts, by the way. That drives me nuts. Not because
we were arguing here, like, well, it's a touchdown. I said, technically, it should be because he's out of bounds already, but he didn't complete the football movement, so it's not a touchdown.
Yes,
I'm okay with it because it started with Dez. I'm okay with it.
Well, I'm okay with it if it's in bounds. If you're in bounds and you have that ball, I'm good with that. But if you're out of bounds. And the ball pops up. Yeah, but you already caught it in bounds. You already had it in bounds. It should be. Yeah. It should have been a touchdown. He's out of bounds and it happens to slide out. That's stupid.
That happened with Sterling Shepard a couple of years ago against the Eagles too, where it was ridiculous.
Yeah. Did it start with Dez or did it start with Calvin Johnson?
Oh, you're going way back
Good
then.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good point.
definitely could have been. Yeah.
Listen, you get
No,
possession.
Dez was the high profile one.
Yeah,
See,
because
but
that's-
and that's the thing. It was against the Packers and in the playoffs. So that was oof.
Yeah. If you got listen, if you possess the ball, you get 2 feet in the end zone. It's, in my opinion, touchdown. That's it. I don't care what happens after that. I don't care if you fart and the ball comes out. It doesn't, or whatever the hell happens. You trip over your own shoelace. I could give a shit less. I'm not sour about it because some people just miss the over. It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's all good. But that's
Some people.
some people. I don't know them, but those people they miss the over. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm going to give the Bucks a little more credit, and I'll save the
By
other
one,
stuff.
right? It was 51.
It was 53.
Okay, close.
Yes,
All right.
and yeah, it was 53. It's extra points and things like the things add up. But whatever, it doesn't matter. That's not here or there. The Bucks get the credit, and that's it, man. Yeah, goats have been a lot of talk in 2020. I mean, I think Brady's a farm animal. If you want to look at it like that, I don't know about the abbreviation for it, but I'll go with that.
Well, you're right, because 2020 brought us. What are we going to talk about now? What are we going to tell you? Nothing's going on, between that certain time frame, and people were out there reviewing the Jordan documentary, reviewing this, and talking about this, going back throwback games. Even like Bill Simmons was going back to 80s Celtics games, and he was reviewing them on his podcast. And then he cashed in for $250 million. So. So I do think Breeze has played his last game. I don't think he wants to go back out there next year and look like a shell of himself. Risking injury again, and it's at that way advanced football age that it's time to look forward. Time to maybe it's an announcing job, maybe it's an analyst or whatnot. But I don't know. I saw the video. I don't know if the Saints are ready to go with Winston, or if they're gonna take a look at other options, or do they make a move for Deshaun Watson, or Winston has shown that he can do it, but he's also shown that he's got the touchdown 31 interception. I always make the joke that Bill Simmons on his podcast, they used to do an over-under, as if they don't gamble enough on that show, an over-under on the time of the first Jameis Winston interception.
That's
so it'd be like 1:09 p.m. So the game starts at 1. So now you're assuming that with all the kickoff stuff and stuff that Winston's going to get the ball first, and he's throwing that pick at before 1:09. But at the same time, under the right coach, he's passed for tons of yardage, but that was also because the Bucs were playing from behind. They obviously have more weapons now. Why am I going with why am I talking about the Bucs? The Saints. Mike Thomas kind of like disappeared.
Yeah, he was totally shut down.
Well, he was hurt
so
too.
That's another thing. With how do they, you lose Breeze, and you bring Winston in. Yeah, you're set at running back, and Mike Thomas comes back healthy next year. Maybe you go out there and take the chance that Winston can mesh with those guys. And Steve Panacci is joining us here. He says, "Go Mets." I just put it up there for a second, half a second. All right, little half a second. All right, now let's fast forward.
Wrong show, Panacci. Wrong show.
this weekend.
So it's Brady the boat.
Huh?
So is Brady the boat?
He's not a boat.
Brady the
He's not
boat?
a goat.
The boat.
It could be a boat.
I was wanting the word goat, so I'm going with boat now.
Like an actual ship on water? Like, I mean, sure, why not?
Nobody wants to say it, Dave.
You're not getting it here.
Peyton.
There'll always be that
Peyton's
argument.
closer.
Different
Yeah,
era,
always.
different quarterback, different game. There'll always be that argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's why,
Raul
that's, why
says,
I'll
do you
ne-
think?
that's why I'll never say LeBron's the best either. I'll never say it because it's a
He is
different
the best.
era.
Don't get me started. We don't. That could be a whole nother show. Do not
I
get
would
me
be
started.
like
Yes,
it's 3-on-1
exactly.
against me
Yeah.
right now. So I don't want to go there.
Yeah, I respect the hell out of the guy, but no.
Raul says, "Do you think Hill will be the quarterback next year for the Saints?" That's what I'm not sure because they have two potential options. Hill has been that guy who stood behind Drew Brees and has been out there. So does he deserve the chance to get the first nod? Maybe, but it's a long off season and we haven't even gotten to the start of that. Let's get to this weekend's games. First up, maybe a slightly different version of the Old Man Bowl. The Bucs are going to try to be the very first team ever to be the home team, literally, in the Super Bowl. As they head to Green Bay to play the Packers, so it's Brady and Rodgers. One tiny tidbit of information here. Rodgers has to win this game if he doesn't want to be grouped with a certain Philadelphia Eagle from back in the day of being the only two quarterbacks at that point to lose 4 NFC championship games. And I'm speaking of one Donovan McNabb from the 2000s. So Aaron Rodgers, Brady, Rodgers been sizzling. The Bucs whooped up on the Packers earlier this year. All sorts of storylines on this one. But let's get to some picks here. Let's get to some dramatics. Let's start with Dave on this one. Give me your pick and give me the key to that pick coming to fruition. Let's not try to change anybody's minds on this show.
Oh, now we're not doing that anymore.
That's done.
Okay. As much as I'd want to see a team have the home field advantage in the Super Bowl, I'm going with the Pack, man. I mean, Rodgers has to. I feel like he has to. Brady doesn't need to really get there. He is already 1A, 1B. He's already there. Rodgers,
Who's the other guy?
Get himself to that level where people talk about him. I think he needs to win, and if he does it against Brady, it's an accomplishment. Hey, you beat one of the greats of all time. You go into the Super Bowl again. Let's see if you can get it done. And like you said, you don't want if he does lose, he falls into that Donovan McNabb conversation, and that's not a good one you want to fall into.
You don't want to go there. You just don't want to do it. So just the forecast currently for Sunday is 29 degrees for the high. I'm sure the wind chill is gross. 10 to 20 mile an hour winds, which at 29 degrees, you're probably looking at a wind chill about 15, and a 50% chance of snow. So, what's best? What's better than watching a playoff game in Green Bay with the snow falling down? There's nothing like it.
I remember seeing something like that.
or some old guy on the sidelines with bright ass rosy cheeks, baby.
Yeah. That was awesome.
All right. So, did you give your key to the victory here?
I think it's going to be on Rodgers. Rodgers has to outplay Brady and not make any mistakes.
Yeah, and I just my thought on this is that it's much more likely for Rodgers to play a mistake-free game at this point. Raul is chiming in with his pick. He's got the Bucs 24, the Packers 21. He's got the home team advancing into the Super Bowl. Wow. All right, let's keep this train rolling here. Timmy,
I like the Packers. I've said it from the beginning. This dude is just focused, man. I don't know. It's like someone really. Honestly, it feels like it started when they drafted the quarterback. I think I mentioned that last week.
Yeah.
You're going to draft a quarterback. All right, well, I'm going to go out and throw for 50 touchdowns now and tell your quarterback to go have a seat on that bench because I'm not done yet. And he went out and proved he's not done yet. I said we know the defense has been suspect, and that's my key to the game. Actually, the Packers defense is the key to this game. Don't make any mistakes. Don't make any stupid penalties.
You stole Ed's key.
Sorry, Ed.
I got a set.
You guys keep that stupid Gronk out of the end zone, and I think you'll be fine. And again, what's the key to beating Tom Brady? Hit him. You don't have to sack him. Hit him.
Nope.
Just keep hitting him. And remember, I'm sorry for you two guys over here. Well, only Steve. This is a shot at Steve, not you, Dave.
Okay.
But all I'm saying, when you leave the cold air temperature and you move to sunny Florida, after a while your blood kind of thins out a little bit, and you can't handle that cold weather anymore. And
Now,
that's
hold
exactly
on.
what happened. That's exactly what happened to Mr. Brady.
Get a little
He's all warm-blooded now.
Yeah.
He might have a problem with the cold weather in Lambeau. This isn't the freaking Raider game back in the day. He might have a little problem with this cold weather. So I am going to say 28-17, Green Bay. That's what I'm saying.
I like it. Dave, did you give a score? Because now
didn't give a
it's
score.
on you.
I'm gonna say final score 33-28.
Ooh,
Packers.
box score game.
You said 28-17, Timmy?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's head up north from Timmy. And I do want to say that just a few years ago I was up in New Hampshire. It was phenomenal. negative 28 degrees. I went outside with no shirt on. 30 seconds.
You're a Florida guy.
No.
Florida guy.
Still too much. That's too much.
You're warm-blooded. You're the iguana
Absolutely
falling
not.
out of the tree now, Steve. You're the iguana falling out of the tree. Sorry to admit it, but you are.
All right, Ed, what you got for this one?
I'm going with the Packers. Home team. I just think it's funny because I was like, I think the Bucks might have the better overall team. Their offense, their defense, and everything. But I think I just see the Packers offense being that much better than the Bucks offense and defenses. Tim touched on it a couple of times. They just seem like they're playing out of their minds. They're rising to the occasion in the playoffs. They're stepping up, and I think that happens. And Tim stole my thunder with the key to victory there, but I can say that the Packers defense is also going to be. I expect Rodgers to do his thing, so I think that's a given. So you look for them to be able to run the football, keep Brady off the field as well. But that defense they have to step up. They got to hit him. Got to hit him hard, get a couple of sacks in there, maybe teabag him if you can. But that's the key to victory right there. I think that's just go ahead and keeping them off. I think a final score, I have them at 30, Packers 31, Bucks 24.
I almost went 31.
All right, so in order, I am 3 games behind Tim, and in order for me to catch Tim, I have to go opposite every game and hope. Just hope for it. But what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna make some history here. I'm laying down. I cannot pick the Bucks over the Packers. I can't do it.
Wow.
I just can't do it. I can't do it.
You're throwing in the
I
white
can't.
towel?
I cannot. Sorry, guys.
Champion.
Blinders. I just can't, man. First there it is. There's the title belt.
Wow.
First of all, I can never root for Brady except against the Eagles, and he let me down there that year. But second of all, I just think that Rodgers is on that next level, and he's not going to stop until he wins the Super Bowl, and that we'll talk about that in a couple weeks, but. So my key here is the Bucks love the blitz. All right, and if anybody can beat the blitz, it's Aaron Rodgers, and he's got Devontae Adams out there who is elite against the blitz at getting open real quick. So I do think the Packers win. I think the score is going to be closer. I think the score is going to make it look closer than what it was. So I'm going 35-24 Packers on this one. And obviously the Packers are favored by 3, so I'm obviously taking the points here on this bad boy as a degenerate gambler. All right, so we all have the Packers going to the Super Bowl, fellas. We all have Rodgers going to the Super Bowl. Now, who's going to join him in said Super Bowl? This is where that side of the house gets real interesting, Dave. We got the Chiefs. Wife is a Chiefs fan. Wife is a Bills fan. It's rivalry week at Pop Culture Pros, baby. Bills at the Chiefs. Chiefs are a 3-point favorite. Obviously, a lot of this hinges on Patrick Mahomes being healthy, but all signs point to him playing. He practiced yesterday, took even more reps today during practice. I don't know if you guys have heard otherwise, but it seems as though, that really awkward, probably the most awkward concussion I've ever seen on a football field, because I was looking for him hit. Okay, so the helmet to helmet didn't happen. And then I thought, okay, it's cold as hell there, so maybe he slammed his head on the cold ground. Doesn't hit his head there, so whatever. He's went through concussion protocol, and it looks like he's going to be ready to go. So it is going to be the Chiefs at full strength here, playing the Bills. So we'll start. We'll go the opposite way this time. We'll start with Ed.
All right, so the pick. Do I even have to say the pick? I mean, I'm literally wearing a hat. So it'd be kind of awkward if I decided. No, I think a lot of it has to do with Mahomes playing.
You could have heel turned, baby. You could have taken off the hat, and put on a Bills hat.
Instead, you could have just screamed like, "You son of a bitch!"
Oh my god!
Exactly. No, I mean the pick really goes on whether Mahomes is playing or not. Honestly, like if he's playing, which I'm going to assume that he is, then I got the Chiefs. The Chiefs winning a tight game though, because spread's 3. They never cover the spread, which is their thing. So I'm gonna, before going to the key, I'm gonna say the final. I got the Chiefs 34, Bills 31. They're gonna just push. They're gonna push. Then that's how they're gonna get everybody. That's how they find the way they get that.
Bastards.
Everyone pushes there. I see a shootout happening. The Bills put up a ton of points too. They have a ridiculous offense. Allen's playing out of his mind as well. Him and Diggs have been hooking up, all season, and it's made a world of difference. The Chiefs
trade, man.
Yeah, seriously, that trade really just sent them to another level. And if Mahomes is playing, I mean, the Chiefs are the Chiefs. Mahomes, Kelsey, Hill. They're rotating door at a running back too. So I think they win a shootout in KC.
All right.
Yeah. So the offense is the key.
Yeah. Has there ever been a bigger difference in Championship Sunday history than it's either going to be Mahomes or Chad Henne?
Yeah, exactly. And I told my wife the truth. We were talking earlier because we're sitting there watching his updates, and I was like, I'm going to be completely honest with you. If Mahomes doesn't play, she's like, yeah, it's going to be tough. I was like, it won't be impossible. I was like, it won't be impossible.
For the vet.
I said it won't be impossible. It'll be very difficult. I'll put it that way. So as they say, and as in Dumb and Dumber, you're saying there's a chance.
Yep.
If that happens. That's pretty much what it is. The Bills.
And I'll just say this to cover all of us. Anybody on this show that goes with the Chiefs, you have until start of game to make an adjustment to that pick.
Just jump right off that ship, and that's it.
Yes. All right, Timmy.
You're gonna make me say it, right? You're gonna make me say it. They're gonna make me say it.
Whisper it.
Well, look, you don't get this without being honest. You don't win this without being honest.
Oh boy!
So I am picking the Chiefs. If Mahomes was out, I'd go Buffalo all the way. But I think you said it last week. Sometimes it looks like they're just playing with teams, man. It looks like they're playing cat and mouse with some of these teams. It's ridiculous. Sometimes I could bite them in the ass, and it has. and sometimes it doesn't. I mean, they might go down 28 and be like, 28, we can do that right now. And they'll score goddamn 28 points right off the bat. They still have that team in them. That's still the same team. I don't think Mahomes got a concussion. I think he got choked out. To me, that's what it looked like. But, concussion protocol, so he was dizzy. He didn't know where he was. You had to put him to concussion protocol.
He was trying to get back in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he got concussed at all. I think he got yoked, and he got, his air completely cut off, and he got choked out, and that was the end of him, which is still scary. I'm not taking that away from him. So, yeah, with him and Kelsey, I don't see the Bills' defense stopping Kelsey. He is my key as far as the offense goes for the Chiefs. I mean, Jesus Christ, Watkins and Hill, all these freaking guys. It's a 6-6 team. I picked them from day one to win it, and I think they're going to win this weekend. For the Bills, the key for the Bills for this game is you got to score, man. Score, and don't make any mistakes. 0 mistakes, and hope that Mahomes makes a couple. Other than that, I got to go Chiefs, and I'm going to go 31-28. Another close game.
With the push.
That's a push.
It's a push again.
Let's see what Dave has to say here. We got 3 pushes. I don't know. We might have to just go with it. All right, Dave. What's your deal on this one?
This is a tough one, but I feel like everything's been lined up. It's getting lined up, just domino after domino. I'm gonna go with the Bills here.
I knew it.
Woo!
I knew it.
I wanted to go with them last week. I'm gonna go with them this week. Hopefully, it doesn't bite me in the ass. But I'm gonna go Bills, and I'm gonna go 34-30. Bills.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a cover either way. You picked the Bills.
Yeah. All right. So
I think I can read Dave. I was looking at him while Tim was talking. I'm like, he's thinking about how he's going to justify picking the Bills. He had it written all over his face. I don't know why. You can see it.
It just feels like after that
but
injury,
but it's amazing though. You take Holmes away. I'm gonna go. I'd go Bills, and I go Bills.
So
35-20. But with Mahomes in there, I said Kelsey, Hill. Who's their 15 running backs they have? Name one.
Hilaire.
Doesn't matter.
Le'Veon Bell.
Edwards Hilaire, who's I think pretty sure he's out again. Le'Veon Bell. Damian Williams is like Darren Williams. I mean,
it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
So
they could get someone.
Mahomes can run it out of the backfield.
Marcus Allen, Larry Johnson. I mean, who the hell knows?
Yeah. Booby Miles. You can get anybody back there.
Priest Holmes. Bring him back.
Priest Holmes.
Him back.
Yeah.
Priest Holmes now.
Yes.
Go back there.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
What's up, G?
George
is here.
He's going Chiefs and Green Bay here. That's where he's going. Raul has the Chiefs 23, Bills 20.
Another push.
Damn you guys, man.
Wow.
All right, so look, I'm going with the Chiefs here, and of course it's just a matter of Mahomes. But I would not be surprised at all if Buffalo pulled this out. And the key for that to happen is Buffalo has to get out to an early lead, and they got to figure out a way to hold on to it, because the other teams tried this last year, getting up in getting big leads on the Chiefs early on. You're like stunned, shocked, disbelief, looking at the score, and then it's like, all right, chipping away. Holy shit, it's tied. Like 6 minutes later, they score 4 touchdowns in 6 minutes. So that that's the key for me, and I do think Mahomes is going to play. I don't see any way, if he's practiced yesterday and he took even more reps today, I just don't see how he's not going to play come Sunday in this big game. And I am not going with the push here, guys. I can't do it. I can't sweep the push here. I can't do it. So I am going to go with a final score of the Packers 35. Packers.
The Packers.
Hold on.
They do a run-in.
Okay.
They come run in, and they're like, "No, the third team."
Need a drink here. Hold on.
Take another drink.
Brain's not working.
Yeah.
The
need those
Chiefs
sound effects.
35, and the Bills 31. Going
Okay.
the 4-point
Barely,
Chiefs.
barely the push.
You know,
Just
Right? Squeaks out that cover.
squeaks
But
out
then-
the
Yep.
cover.
ekes
Yeah.
out the cover.
Well, we all think
Makes
it's
us
going
some
to be
money.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a scenario of a blowout, barring any like a major injury, happening during the game for either side. But if a major injury happens on either side, the chat's gonna blow up.
Yeah. All bets are off. Then.
I wish we could do that. All bets are off.
Yeah, right? Literally, right?
Mahomes
Yeah.
gets hurt. I'm out.
That's it.
Remember that bet I pushed through? No, I'm done.
Shut it down. Lights out.
Lights out.
Exactly.
All right, so the three of us, myself, Tim, and Ed, have a Packers-Chiefs Super Bowl. Dave, of course, always needs to be a little bit different. I admire that. Has the Packers and the Bills, and of course, it's gonna. The Bucks are gonna win this game. No, that's it. Bucks got this game.
Yeah, pretty much.
The Bucks.
Yeah. You can pick it.
Tampa, baby. All right, so that'll about wrap it up for us here. We gave you the pre. We could not send you to the betting websites and the bookies any better than what we set you up with here.
I don't know. Basically, we had a bunch of pushes for Bills and Chiefs.
It's going to be a no
Yeah,
bet.
but,
So it doesn't matter.
yeah, but you were 1-3 last week. So I don't know if we go with the. I love you, buddy. I love you. All right. we were talking right before you came on that I don't even know if I could have done this show had the Browns won that game.
Oh my god, man!
Yeah.
I don't know if
You
I
know
could
you
have
would-
done it.
You would have.
Do you know how many Baker
the
Mayfield
entire
memes
time.
he would have got? No, he would have got thousands of Baker Mayfield dancing memes.
Oh my
I,
god.
No,
would
but
have came
is
in
that-
dancing. I would have just put my camera. I would have just came in dancing to the shot.
That would have been the way to go. That would have
Yeah.
been the way to go.
You can lift it up.
All right, just to catch up on a few of the other comments here. No, I think we got them all. George adds, if no Mahomes, then the Bills win easy, kind of what Timmy was saying. So congratulations, Tim. You win the whole damn thing this year.
Yes. First time I won a whole season.
What,
By
is
the way,
this your second year?
I am fixing this. By the way, it's gonna have a PCP in the middle, and then it's gonna have footballs
Nice.
here and here. So I'm
like.
gonna display this year, and then next year, whoever wins, if it's not me, I will send it to them. This will be the belt that goes around
We
forever.
just travel it around. It's a very
We'll
nice.
just travel
I like
around for as long as we do this. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to put the PCP in the middle yet. So,
Okay,
but I will.
congratulations from the fans out there.
Woo!
Yep.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
Congrats.
Yeah, and then Kyle finishes dead last. There's no way for him to come back. Kyle
What
finishes
does Kyle
dead last.
get? Kyle should get something too, though, for finishing
We,
that.
we,
Yeah,
we,
he should
we,
get a
we gotta
punishment.
figure something out.
Yeah, there should be
Yeah,
a punishment,
something-
I think.
Should
Yeah.
be a
Yeah.
punishment. I mean, I know it's already punishment enough. He's a Cowboys fan, but he should still get something.
He should
And you
have
know
to
what
review his most hated movie. He should have to come on and review that movie
Solo.
and say nothing
For
but
2
nice
hours.
things about it. Nothing but nice
2
things
hours.
about the movie that he hates
The
the most.
2-hour show.
That would be great. Like a live watch party of him just watching it.
Yes.
Ed will make him watch
Uh,
The Stuff or something like that. One of those horrible
Yes.
movies, like a B movie. And so you
Yes.
got to watch this movie and then do a 2-hour show just about this stupid movie. That
I
should be
wonder
his
if you've
punishment.
seen Human Centipede.
There you go.
That-
Any
that-
one of those movies.
That's wow. That
What
is
is
something.
Serbian? What is it? The
Homo-
Serbian?
Hobo with a shotgun.
man.
Serbian film.
So Tim's
Oh,
pulling
yeah.
out some classics right here. That's
I haven't.
yeah,
I
those are rough.
didn't see that one.
I
Hobo
haven't
with a
seen
shotgun?
It, but
You don't
everything
wanna
I've heard
see
is
it.
bad.
It's
I do want to see it now.
It's very-
I definitely want to
very
see it.
interesting.
Oh,
Raul, congratulations, just pouring in now, Timmy. Congratulations to Timmy. Very good show tonight, guys. Enjoy the football games. Take care of yourself. You too, buddy. We appreciate all the support out of you, Raul. So let's go round robin. Any closing, departing thoughts as we head towards the weekend of AFC and NFC Championship Sunday? Let's start with Dave.
So are we gonna be back in 2 weeks or next week? How's this working?
Let's talk through that. Yeah. Maybe we'll do one next week and the week after. We'll do next week. We'll review the games from this week, and then this weekend, and then we'll do a Super Bowl preview the following week.
All right. So
Sounds
my
good.
parting words are that some respect needs to be put on Baker Mayfield's name
Oh,
after that
my
performance. After that performance, some
Oh,
respect.
after that
Everyone
loss?
doubted him. Everyone doubted him after like the third week, talking about, oh, he's not the man. Look at it. The man changed that culture. He is getting Cleveland on the map again, and they're not going anywhere. Respect on his name. The yeast is rising. I'm
Oh,
gotta make that into a
Stop
shirt.
it.
You gotta make that into a shirt. The yeast is rising.
Oh, I'm gonna make you a shirt, Dave. You might not like it, but it's gonna get made.
I think it would be perfect. You know, pop culture pros. The yeast is rising, and just have Mayfield just like scratching. You know,
Yeah.
the infection is real. Dave, that's the parting words that you want to go out on.
Wow.
The yeast.
I think it's
It's
just
been
that's
fun,
it.
guys.
It's fair.
It's been fun. Definitely wrapping up this season, almost getting there. So happy we had football this year. Was very worried we weren't gonna get it, and man, I'm thankful. Championship Sunday, can't wait.
Yeah, out of all the sports, I really didn't think football was going to push through. But you know, football had that I don't care mentality, and depending on what team was playing, it was either I don't care or we could wait a few days. They never canceled any games. You know, the Broncos, you know, all four of their quarterbacks are out. They start the practice squad wide receiver who played like a half of high school quarterback. Tim, any parting words here tonight?
Yeah, it's been fun. I do hope I'm wrong about one particular game. Like I said, I bet with my head, not with my heart, but I have to go for Buffalo. So go Bills, go Mafia, all that crap. I can't wait till next year. I can stop with that and worry about this instead of that. No, yeah, it was a great time. I can't wait to do our Super Bowl. I think we should do a 7-hour Super Bowl show just like they do on TV.
7 hours
just have
of commercial-free
different people-
coverage.
Have people come in and out all day. Just come in and out. We'll have the one live channel going, and whoever wants to pop in, pops in. Then you can pop out and pop back in, and just have people getting drunk and talking about shit about the game. I think we should do that. That's just
We
my
might
idea.
just do that.
I think it'd be fantastic.
What's his name on the Red Zone? Scott.
Excuse me,
Scott Hansen.
Andrew Siciliano.
Yeah,
Hansen,
but
no?
he Scott Hansen's the one that does it. I will with mine. I know there's two. There's a DirecTV one, which is Andrew, and then
Oh,
Or is that about the guy
I
with
guess,
ears, right?
Yeah, the guy with the
Yes.
ears.
and then everybody else. It's I keep on wanting to say Scott Hansen, but isn't that the How to Catch a Predator guy, or is that Chris Hansen? That's Chris
Chris
Hansen.
Chris Hansen.
Catch
Scott
Predators.
Hansen, yes. Jeez. All right.
We should do it.
Listen,
All right, Ed.
I'm all for it.
Yeah. We'll think through that. All right, Ed. Closing remarks here.
I'm having a blast doing these football shows with you guys. So hopefully we got another. It sounds like we got 2 more to go, and the 7-hour one for Tim I think is sounds pretty damn funny and a lot of fun. So I'm in if we're actually going to do this. Listen, go Chiefs. I hope I'm right about both of my picks, and then yes, I would like to get back to learn about Big Blue this time of year next year.
Please.
Yes, exactly. But I love Tim. I respect him a lot. He even got more respect right now for sticking with his pick and sticking with his Super Bowl picks and going with it, man. That's friggin' awesome.
Right, Dave? He stuck with his pick from the very
He
beginning
stuck
of the
with
year.
his picks. and
Can't
Steve,
blame
there's a chance that we may have pushed him towards sticking with his picks because of our lunacy last week.
A little bit.
It might be a little bit, but whatever. Yeah, looking forward to it. Enjoy Championship Sunday. Stay safe out there, and tune into Granny's Peach Tea when you get a chance, man. Like
Granny's Peach Tea debut
Yeah.
episode, a scotch over 3 hours last night of comic book
yes, it was-
greatness.
Yeah, listen, break it up. We shot 3 episodes together to break it up. That's what it was.
There you go.
So we dropped 3 at once. There you go. What are you gonna do?
Perfect.
You can binge watch.
All right, yeah. So full slate of shows this week to go back to. If you go to our YouTube channel, all the shows are there. So Monday night was the A to Z program with Eric and a nurse from upstate New York talking about all things COVID. The Kyle and Jader show, Jader and Kyle show, came on after that. They did the way back, the Just Too Sweet show on Tuesday night. The Put in the Book show last night. This show tonight, another special edition of the A to Z program is coming on a special night, Saturday. He's got a couple more nurses coming on his Nurse Appreciation Week. And then we get it kicked off again next week on Monday. Mr. Zant is back again with the A to Z program with very special guest, Nardo from Pop Culture Pros. So we get to take a deep dive into the world known as Nardo come Monday.
Poor Nardo.
So
Poor Nardo.
That
I'm gonna be watching.
So
I don't want to see any flirting. That's all I'm gonna say.
I know what you're watching for. You're gonna be throwing flags on every comment that he makes. Flag on the play, 15-yard penalty.
That's why I said poor Nardo.
Yes.
Eric's gonna be wearing his best tank top. He's gonna be all glistened up.
He should wear. Hold on. He should wear the pink tank top with a black tie.
Of course, he's wearing the pink tank top. Of course,
with
he's
a
wearing the
black
pink
tie.
tank top.
How
Wow.
classic would that be?
That would be.
How
with a
great
bow
would
tie.
that be? With a bow tie. Then the bow. If it's a bow tie, it's got to be pink. I feel.
Okay, I agree.
All right, and then next Tuesday night, the Just Too Sweet show with Tim, Eric, Dave, Bert. I'm not allowed on the program. Very special guest
Special guest.
coming on.
banned for 1
Ashley
week.
Slashley. I'm banned. I'm banned. Oh, okay. I'm banned.
Yeah,
We're not banned.
I'm banned for that week.
We're respectfully asking you to stay away for 2 hours.
Yes.
Or an hour.
Well, I bowed out. I bowed.
Well, I don't know. Wait.
I was like, I'm not a part of this.
What if at the end of the show we bring in the boss to kind of reconcile, the differences?
Oh my God. No. Let's play it safe on that one.
Look, she might if she really does side with AEW. We need her,
I don't-
Dave. We need her. Let's not bring Steven to piss her off.
You're absolutely right, but we need one of our hosts to not bash Kenny Omega every single second he gets.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
look at
that's
me.
true.
Don't look at me.
Talk to Eric about that
Really?
because
What?
she might be his valet. She might walk him down the ring.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yep.
All right, but like everybody else kind of said, stay safe, enjoy Championship Sunday, get all the great barbecue, ribs, wings, all that stuff. Ed made me hungry about an hour and a half ago.
I'm gonna send you a picture of the spread.
Oh, please
We're
do.
getting calamari pizza. That's my brother. bringing it over.
Calamari
Calamari
on the
Calamari
pie.
pizza.
Put it in
You
the
say,
chat. guys.
a galama pie, and half the country won't understand what the hell you're saying.
No,
I know.
All right. So for the crew here, we will talk to you guys next week when we recap what just happened here and show just how right or wrong we were. Did we rightfully pick and so forth. But until then, we will bid you a adieu, and we'll talk to you next week. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
The